hold on to that one. Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymore.
Okay, so the book that we're not going to talk about at all is the one in the front. We're not even going to talk about it. It's just not even, it's just there to remind you that there's a thing about it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to talk.
You know, it's 20 pages, lenticular. Actually, there's a bunch of different covers.
Oh God, there are.
Yeah.
They're beautiful though.
Yeah. And the lenticular one. All right, Marvel people, if you're watching, like actual people that work in Marvel make decisions, stop with lenticulars.
Stop, please.
Just
please.
Punt.
Like, it's stop.
Yeah.
Just, you're right. Punt is good. That is a good way to just like,
It's just,
because you guys are not doing it well.
Yeah.
I don't understand. How do you get lenticular covers wrong? It's not like it's brand new technology.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm almost thinking that there are some indie people that are gonna have lenticular covers better than you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, don't be mad when I lenticularize The Trouble with Love and it looks better than yours.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I mean,
right now DC's kind of like Bob Ross, and Marvel's like my kid finger painting for the first time. And she's bad. She's not good at.
Look, I made the colors. Darling, that's poop you're playing with.
It's
brown.
my favorite game, poop or chocolate.
It's such a terrible game. All right, so obviously we read Doomsday Clock.
Yes.
What else did we read that was the same?
We read Imaginary Fiends.
Okay.
Thanos, Hands of Fate. Well, it's actually just Thanos. Doomsday Clock.
Okay.
So.
I'm really interested in your Riverdale-ness because I definitely want to hear why that happened this week. Was this a bet? Was this a dare? What happened? Why did you go to the Riverdale?
All right. I'm looking at all the books. I'm looking at all the titles to choose from. And I'm thinking, I don't want to read a Ryan book. Like, yes, there's a book, Demon, Etrigan.
Right.
There's like a bunch of other like really dark, scary sounding things.
Right.
Like Doppelganger. And I'm like, who's that person on the Archie book? The Riverdale book. I will read it. I don't know who she is. I'm old. And I read it. And it's actually kind of cool. Like I'm not familiar with most Archie stuff.
Okay.
But in this world,
I mean, you get the basics though, right? I mean, like Archie, Betty, Veronica, Jughead.
Yeah.
The love triangles that exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they exist in here too. And it's actually kind of cool. It feels like an indie book from the 90s in terms of how the characters interact.
So it's like very Chasing Amy's? Is that what you're, okay,
because they're dealing with the fact they're in their senior year of high school.
Right.
And they have friends from different areas, like New York City, like they're like big New York. And they're finding out, are we really going to be connected forever? Who
that is so really? Dawson. Oh, I like that.
And Dawson's Creek is amazing.
Right.
Love Dawson's Creek.
I said that. I said it out loud. Yeah.
That's right.
What issue number is that?
It's like 8. I'm like so far behind the curve.
Maybe we got to get a trade of this and like actually read Riverdale.
Yeah.
I wonder if it connects to the show.
Probably.
Because I've heard many good things about the show.
Yeah.
So I might have to try it.
It has CW on the cover.
It does have CW on the cover?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then it's connected to
the show.
Yeah.
Maybe.
CW. Watch it. So I took on Jimmy's Bastards number 5.
Yes.
There's a lot of killing in this book. Garth Ennis obviously wrote this. I mean, that's just. You say Garth Ennis, you're like killing, right? That's what you said to me.
Killing, right?
No, because like it's funny because Punisher dropped this week, right? And this past week, and I only watched the first episode. Spoilers, by the way. They ended with "Welcome Back, Frank," which obviously, as a Garth Ennis fan, that whole run, so good.
It's gold.
So seeing that this book is out, I was like, I need me some Garth Ennis. So I had to read it. I did. It was just calling to me. It's Aftershock, so you know we love them. Yeah. Actually, matter of fact, on a side note, Lee, I need you to get at me, sir. I got something I want to talk to you about. Yes. This book, what I love is like, there are times where you think you know exactly where it's going to go, and then Garth is like, no. I was just playing. You thought we were going to have this like sentimental moment? No. That's not what we're doing. People are dying. That's what's happening. I just enjoy the wild ride of this. I want this. Okay, can we get, pretty please, the powers that be, however it has to happen, give me a 3-way match between Kingsman, Archer, and Jimmy. Let's go.
I got $20 to contribute to the GoFundMe.
Let's go. Okay, that's all. I'm just gonna put that out there right there. Let's go, Kingsman. Give me some Eggsy. Give me Archer, and give me Jimmy. And let's just. It doesn't even have to be like a hardcore mission. They're just sitting at a bar and things go awry. Like that's just what would happen.
Yeah. And before anybody's like, that's stupid. There's no way it could happen. Do you remember the Freddy versus Jason versus Ash from a few years back?
Totally happened. Totally happened.
This could happen too.
Boom. And I'm just saying, like, pretty please. Pretty please. That would be so much fun. I would love it. Yes. Yes, and more yes. This series, though, God, I want to give it to my mom for Christmas. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, that's basically where I'm at with this one. And that says a lot about my mother and me. But I'm not saying that that's not what's going to happen. Like, either she's getting it or my dad's getting it. One of the two. I figure if I give it to my dad, though, he might get mad at me.
Maybe.
There's a thing. He might. But my mom will laugh. If your mom would laugh at such things, Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
Christmas. Do that.
Give the gift of Venice.
It's better than an ugly sweater. I'll tell you that much. That's for sure. Thanos.
Now, this was a suggestion.
This was a suggestion.
Thank you, Carrie.
Yeah. Because the question, it wasn't even a suggestion. It was a challenge, really. It was like Donnie Coates is gonna take over.
Yeah.
Is he gonna do as good as Lemire?
Yeah. And then Lemire right now is a beast.
Dude,
so it's a
that's
fair question.
Those are some shoes to step into. This book, though, don't ask those questions.
Yeah.
Don't ask those questions no more. This issue, setting things off.
It's funny where it needs to be funny.
Oh my God, it
breaks
is.
things up nicely.
That's a spoiler. I can't say that. That's also a spoiler. I can't say that.
We're the one guy.
Yes!
Yeah.
And I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
That's what, we have to talk about that, because I think I know who it is. If this is what's going to happen to lead up to Infinity War, Infinity War has to bring it. Because, like, I read issue 12 and I read 13, and 12 was phenomenal. Like, I really enjoyed it. Like, I hadn't even read any parts of the series, and I love that book. Now picking up this new piece,
Yeah.
if this is where we're going in the books, Infinity War has to bring it. You hear that, Disney? I'm challenging you, Marvel Studios. I'm challenging you to follow source material over what you're doing. And you guys are killing it. I'll give you mad credit. You guys are making bajillion dollars off stuff. You're doing really well.
But this has the feel.
That does have the feel.
Like, it really does.
It's so good.
If you enjoy the Marvel movies, the like dark and then the action and just enough comedy to break things up, right there.
Look at it. Look at it. Somebody is watching
Yeah.
and somebody's reading and doing what you tell them to do. I just hope that it epitomizes in the actual film, because otherwise I would be upset. Because this is so good. This is so good.
I would love to see the character that we can't talk about.
Yes.
Big screen,
Oh.
special effects.
Oh, please. I don't even. I can't talk without talking about
This is
it.
Fight Club.
This is ridiculous.
We can't talk
This is
about
so difficult because infinitely cool. Okay, infinitely cool. That's all. That's all I can manage to say. Like, and you can hear it. Isn't that weird? I don't have any ears. Like, that's I had to slip one out there. I just did. It was so weird.
And it doesn't spoil
Oh,
for
it
you.
doesn't. It doesn't. You have to read it. You have to read it. Dang it, that book is good.
It is. It
It's
really
so
is.
good for, like, it's so stupidly good. Because
It's a tone change from before. Like,
Right.
Lemire's was very, very, very,
very
very dark.
serious and Thanos and
Oh, I got big purple face and hurt.
right. I'm fighting phoenixes and I'm punching them in the face. This one though, oh,
I want to see that conversation.
I do. It's so. And then the new old person that we are introduced to,
Amazing.
like, okay, are we gonna Peter David that? Like, is that what that is?
Oh my gosh.
Like, that's the only way that I can talk about this without talking about it. Are we Peter Daviding that?
I hope.
Right?
I hope.
Like, it's like it's taking so many different things, like the concept of Kang and Immortus and flipping it on its ear and the Peter David reference that it's really kind of specific, so I'm trying not to say that one, but and flipping it on its ear, like, there's a lot of prospect here that I think is really cool. This might be a rare gem out of Marvel that I think people would really like. Be like, actually, this is good. This is sweet. I like this. While we're talking about Marvel, quick shout out to CB Cebulski for the promotion to editor-in-chief. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Felt like out of nowhere.
Right?
But
well deserved, I think. Like,
been
you know,
around.
CB has been around for a while, has been a part of some good books. It reminds me, okay, so a couple years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, he posted that he was at Midtown Comics and saw some people showing off their artwork or whatever. They were talking about some stuff, and he was like, "Well, do you mind if I, throw some suggestions?" And they're like, "Nah, dude, we're cool. We got this," because they didn't know who he was. How do you guys feel now? I'm just curious. Like, tweet us. Let us know if it's like the biggest regret that you have that the guy that you totally dismissed is now editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics. I'm just curious. I'm not trying to rub it in. Maybe a little. Like, there's, you guys are still like, in terms of the oops, my bad meter, you're still secondary to J.K. Rowling's ex-husband. Like, I'm always gonna say that. Like, that dude, dang.
He's got it on lockdown.
Right, like, missed it by that much. Okay. Doomsday Clock.
Yes.
Probably the largest event
Yes.
in DC's current roster.
Yes.
I mean, I would say it's probably the largest thing since the death of Superman, in all honesty.
Yeah,
Like,
somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Because that's actually pretty big. Like, when I created my Facebook event for it,
Right.
Biggest since Crisis on Infinite Earths. But
I mean,
Death of Superman also is
Right. I mean, the spectrum of what it could be, definitely Crisis, because I mean, that could change where things lie. My reference for Superman, of course, is the commercial aspect. I mean, this is hugely commercial venture.
Yeah, it's
So-
seeing a lot of talk outside of comics.
Right, and that's big. That's big. Did you like this one?
I did. Let me qualify that with.
Okay.
I love very, very dense reads. I love Moby Dick. I love the original Watchmen.
Right.
I love this kind of stuff.
Okay. It's full of onion.
Yes.
A lot of layers.
Yeah. You're going to want to read Watchmen.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah. I did. I mean, not to heckle you, but I did say that you probably should have ordered a couple more copies.
I should have.
Of the Watchmen trade, because you can't really get into this without having read Watchmen.
Yeah, it's very impenetrable otherwise.
Yeah. Because otherwise, you're just like.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you watch the movie, would that be weird? Maybe you should do that. Do you have a copy of it? Maybe we can play it on the store.
No, I do. I don't have it with me.
We might have to make a run. I'm sure there's a Best Buy somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll just doot, doot. But I mean, I think that could be something that could be really fun. You watch Watchmen and then big deals on this. I don't know if I enjoyed it yet.
Okay. I would say that's fair.
Yeah, because this is definitely like a building block issue, and I definitely, just to give scale to the density of it, Rebirth is like almost 2 years old now, and this is still setting a building block for what is basically what Rebirth has been building to this entire time. So that lets you know just how in depth this is really going. This is heavy. So, I mean, it's a solid building block.
Yeah.
Definite homage to Alan Moore's writing style.
Yes.
Shout out to Jeff Johns for that. Gary Frank, sir. Legend. I mean,
fantastic. The right person.
Absolutely. If you're not going to get Dave, and I understand not bringing back Dave for this because you're not using Alan. Yeah. And that would be disingenuous, I think. Gary is just such a perfect fill-in for that role. Yeah. Just, yes. Oh my God. I can't even.
So the problem is this is another one that there's no way to really talk about spoiler free.
Right. No. You can't even. Don't even try. Like it was fun to try to play around with the Thanos one. Doomsday Clock stuff. It's the safest thing I can tell you. Yeah. Because, I mean, to go any further, no. That's every bit of it is a spoiler. So you can't. You definitely need to read this though. Yeah. It's 12 issues, man. Yeah. We haven't had that ambitious of a project since what? All-Star Superman, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, that's the closest I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, a 12-issue run of anything? Like, not even the whole Dark Knight 3 was that long. So, it's putting a lot. It's putting a lot.
But definitely, it's not a book for beginners.
No. This is higher level. Those covers, though, in the back that they're showcasing.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh. The final one?
With the one?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one, definitely.
And the one with the...
The question is, who's zooming who?
Right.
Who's zooming who? I don't know. When you pick up this book, you'll get to know.
Yeah.
I'm so curious about it, and literally, we can't say anything. This is so ridiculous. Yeah. Like I said we shouldn't talk about this book, and this is why. Because we can't say anything without spoiling something.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just... It's that time. Forget Doomsday Clock. It's time Honorable mentions. Honorable mention wise, we both took on Imaginary Fiends.
Yes.
And I took on The Shadow.
Yes.
And then you took on Void Trip.
Yes. A new image #1.
Please do discuss what we got.
Very nice. So we got Ryan O'Sullivan and Plaid Klaus.
Okay.
Is the creative team. This is fun. I don't know. Okay, so it's like two vagabonds, and they're traveling across the cosmos trying to find what I think is someplace called Euphora. And they're high all the time on various things that would get you high.
Substances.
Yeah.
Cosmic dust.
Yeah.
If you will.
They steal gas. They make friends.
It's like a cosmic Cheech and Chong.
Kind of, yeah. It's like
That's awesome.
yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay.
So
Jay and Silent Bob for the Spaceways. That's what. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do they both talk though?
yeah.
All right, so we gotta change that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. 'Cause it's like Jay and Silent Bob, Cheech and Chong, and like Spaceballs. Like
Whoa. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
so it was a fun read.
Oh, okay. All right. The Shadow #4. I tried to finish this and I couldn't do it. I feel like, okay, I like The Shadow. I like the concept of The Shadow.
Yeah.
Obviously, as recognizing that The Shadow is one of the inspirations for Batman and, you know, that whole concept. I jumped into issue 4, which obviously, I don't know what's going on. But the flow of the dialogue just wasn't grabbing me, man. Like I was trying to get there and it seemed like a lot of complicated things are being set up and discussed and it just wasn't drawing me in. I tried really hard, but it just, the dialogue was a little flat for me. And I don't know if maybe the artwork was a little off to me. Like that's also something I couldn't get into because it didn't quite have the same life in it that I was looking for.
Yeah.
So this book is written by Cy Spurrier and Dan Waters, and an artist by Ricardo Jaime, I think. Yeah, I think it's Jaime, Ricardo Jaime. And again, like, not fair. You have Lee Weeks on the cover, so that kind of set a bar for me.
Yeah.
And then I open up and I'm like, oh, it's not Lee. Not that it's bad, but it's not Lee.
Yeah.
You know, and Lee Weeks is. I'm not saying I'm a fan, but did you read that Batman Elmer Fudd though? You know what I'm saying? That was Lee Weeks too. You know what I'm talking about? It's good job. Imaginary Fiends. It's Tim Seeley.
Stephen Molnar.
Tim, we got some things we need to talk about.
I love Tim.
I do too.
He's been
and I
writing
just need to
some-
know, like, what substances did you imbibe that you sat down and wrote down some of these ideas and
Yeah.
was like, I'll get to it later. I'll get to it.
Put that on my notepad.
Because literally, like, the timing of this is so on point.
Yes.
Post,
Yeah.
so many different things. It's kind of crazy. Wait, was this the one?
'Cause it's easy to figure out, audience members, fiends instead of friends,
Right.
and it's a play on that, but like way more than that.
Completely. Oh, wait. Maybe it was on this one.
Yeah.
I thought there was an interesting. Is it not in here? Boo, hiss, boo. Maybe it wasn't. I thought there was a reference to. Oh yes, it was. Okay, so ironically, how crazy is this? Going back to the Shadow book, they make a reference to Charles Manson.
Really?
And him just passing, it was kind of like, it's creepy. I'm not saying that was one of the reasons why I put it down, but it could have been. Yeah. A little helter-skelter, if you ask me. Okay, so Imaginary Fiends.
Yes. Kids with blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This creature on the front,
The cover doesn't do it justice.
it doesn't.
For what it is.
But once you know, and you go back and go, that's not a loving embrace.
Yeah.
That's not what that is.
That
it's
is-
not a loving embrace.
Yeah, there's
That's,
a reason there's no R in that friend's word.
At all.
Yeah,
man.
not one bit.
Not at
Not
all.
one bit.
This is a show waiting to happen. Do you think that because it's Vertigo that they won't necessarily seek other media? Because I think this would, like, FX needs this show.
Yeah, because there's so many places you can go with the
Right?
titular people.
Yes, with the Fiends.
Yeah.
I mean, give me the producers of American Horror Story. Like, when they're done telling those, slide this to them and be like,
There you go. Enjoy.
have fun. Yay! Because I see that going ridiculous.
Yeah, because you can do anything with that concept.
I just want to know, like, how many of these things have you mapped out? Like, what are their names? What are their things? I want to know. Like,
because there's a couple few in there.
Right.
One I thought was kind of humorous.
To a degree, yeah. And then you're like, but wait, there's more.
But these two,
right. Like, that's not. No, that's bad. Bad. This is a fun one. I think I'm actually gonna take this one home. I might make a kid read it. I think this is fair. Because it's like, I got 14-year-old and 13-year-olds at home, so it's not like a kid, but
like it is kind of like it's tween accessible.
Yeah.
Vertigo
especially
book.
Like because in the initial showcase we were very tweenish in the opener. So, hey guys, don't do this to your sister. Like that's basically where I'm going. That's basically where I'm going.
Let's not do this.
Don't do that to your sister. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Dude, okay, so we read some really good books.
Yes.
Can I just tell you how jealous I am still that I missed this past weekend? And the shirt that you're wearing is indicative of my shame.
Yeah.
Dang it, that sucks.
Yeah. The Rickmobile stopped by the shop. It was an amazing Sunday afternoon. We had Pepsi out, giving away the Kickstart. We had Mikey's Late Night Slice selling the pizza.
What? There was
by the
pizza
slice.
too?
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh, yeah. Yeah. And I actually ran into a couple fans of the show. So
that's even better.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I always get confused when people like greet me.
I watch you.
Do you not have the rest of the internet?
Stop. There are other things. Google knows all. I mean,
but you were.
I mean, yeah, I was rubbing some elbows with some people.
Yeah.
You know, if you guys know me, see my Instagram feed, you know that I met Aquaman himself.
Jason Momoa.
He made me look like an 8-year-old. That's the term
He's a big
that
man.
I'm getting from everybody over here. They're like, yeah, dude, he made you look teeny tiny because he is a giant man.
Yes.
Okay, let me just tell that. But he was very nice, very nice. I literally, humble brag, I was having lunch. This is so crazy. My life, dude. I was having lunch with Nichelle Nichols, and Jason walks up and is like just talking us up and like pats me on the shoulder when he leaves. Like, dude, I'll catch you later. Yeah, you will. And I cried. So yeah, that's my life. But we got to give a shout out to some new subscribers.
Yes.
So
James Barrett
and Peter Smith.
Thank you
guys. Welcome to the party. Definitely feel free to comment below, and we will definitely give you a written shout out. And if you guys want to converse with us more about these books, tell us what you think. Are we on the mark? Did you like these books? Did you hate these books?
And there's various ways you can get a hold of us.
Yeah.
Through the YouTube.
Yep.
Through Twitter.
Yep.
Through our Facebook page.
Definitely that. So
maybe even like regular mail. Like I don't know.
Have you gotten a fan letter?
Not yet.